It's not something you really think of, a student athlete falling over and dying during a practice or competition, but it happens. This week, a 14-year-old from D.C. Everest in the Wausau area collapsed and died during cross-country practice. It was cardiac related. The boy did pass his school physical. So how can this happen? Well, joining us live is Terry Ream, athletic trainer with Aurora Baycare Sports Medicine, and Jeremy Johnson, the head coach for Denmark's cross-country team. Morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good. And maybe we could talk a little bit about, with you, Terry, concerning what doctors look for in a physical, because we talked about the Wausau area 14-year-old, passed a physical. What do doctors look for, and what can you get from a regular physical?
Doctors look for in the physical kind of a wide range of health-related conditions, kind of a general run-through of the kid's overall health, bone, joint health. The kid in particular, this was a cardiac-related issue, so they will look for the sounds of the heart, how the heart is functioning. This particular condition may not have been looked at, so that may be why it was missed.
Yeah, so you can't get everything from school physical.
Like I said, it was one of those things where if it's not screened for, you probably won't detect it, because the kids on the outside will look like normal, healthy kids, and it's one of those things where you don't see it, and so it kind of creeps up on you.
Until it's too late. Jeremy, talk a little bit about being a coach, cross-country coach. What are the signs that you look for? I mean, do you always look for something, or does it do you take special note on very hot days and humid days?
Yeah, as a coach, you're always on the alert, because knowing with a physical, there really is no universal screen to get everything. So you really got to be on the alert. Always be monitoring your kids, especially on the hot and humid days. Early in the season for cross country, we got a lot of hot and humid days, and so we always got water, Gatorade out there. Always talking to the kids about, if you're feeling any conditions where you feel drowsy or anything like that, or you just don't feel right. Communication is just absolutely critical. So, getting the kids to communicate to you and asking them all the time. I'm always asking my kids. In fact, sometimes they're like, "Why are you pestering me so much?" But the idea is just to get them to communicate so that I know what their condition is at all times. And
Jeremy, do you actually kind of force them to take water sometimes if you see that they're not? Yeah, well, you can lead a horse to water, can't make them drink, but, we try the best that we can, and we always have water on at hand, always preaching the word to keep themselves hydrated, and especially during meets and hard practices. So, just getting on them to continue to keep hydrated is important for not only preventing, anything medical, but just their overall health, too, during conditioning. It's certainly a difficult situation, and we're going to talk more about this next hour, Jeremy and Terry, but it's certainly something you don't want to go through, and something you're always on the alert for. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. And thank you very much for joining us this hour. And again, we'll talk to you next hour.
Thanks.